What's up, MS Gym Nation? Again, this is Monday. Again, I'm coming at you. I just tried to go live and it didn't work. One of these days, I'm going to have the most powerful internet on the planet, and then I won't have to worry about this. But you just kind of roll with it, right? So anyway, if you are brand new, thank you for being here. We're super happy to have you. This is the place you need to be to learn how to exercise to best manage your MS symptoms, how to use exercise to get better balance, better strength, better coordination, as these exercises legitimately teach your brain how to work around the lesions in your brain, the demyelination in your brain, I might have just said that, and then how to use movement and build an MS movement practice that helps you slow down the progression of MS or rebuild, regenerate, and restore your body after you've gone through one of the treatments out there for MS, or you're currently using one of the drug-mediated therapies out there to slow down progression as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you're just joining us, so this week's series is about MS strengthening. So when we say strengthening, we're going to get to the point when we're using dumbbells and kettlebells and all that kind of fun stuff way down the road. But for now, what we're wanting to do is strengthen your nervous system, strengthen the connection between your brain and your muscles, between your brain and your nerves and the muscles and the joints, and then all those sensors in your joints, strengthening that pattern that goes back up to your brain. So that's why this is called the MS Strengthening Series. Now, for those of you who are on medication to slow down MS, or you've done stem cell like HSCT or something like that, these exercises are fantastic for you because the brakes have kind of been put on MS, and then you kind of have a green light. If you have relapsing, remitting, and you're in remission right now, this is a good green light for you, okay? If you're trying to get up out of your chair and you're moving, this is a good series for you. It's a little bit advanced, but you got to try it. You got to start somewhere. You got to start feeding patterns into your brain that they haven't seen before, because that is going to help the brain and the nervous system grow and reroute itself and build new roads and build new neurological connections. And that's how we roll, okay? So these are exercises that you guys that some of the veterans in this group have seen before, but now they're put together in a completely different way, because we do want to hit repetitive motions like a deadlift, right? A deadlift. Or a plank. Those are key fundamental exercises. We need to go over those over and over and over and over so that the brain learns how to actually stabilize your body. But we don't want to do just those, because then your body will plateau. So then what we want to do is we want to sprinkle variety of exercises on top of the fundamentals, right? And different ingredients on top of your key ingredients, so that you can make new recipes and you can make new movement patterns and you can experience new things. So this helps your brain keep growing and developing and being happy time. All right? So first thing we're working on today, this first series, is working on hip flexor strengthening and gluteal strengthening. Okay? Now both of these, even though they're working on hip flexor and hip extension, so hip flexion and hip extension, we are going to be working on deep core at the same time. Deep core is defined as your pelvic floor pulling up on that. So when I say pull up on your pelvic floor, imagine cutting off your urine flow midstream. You're doing a Kegel exercise or working your PC muscles. It's going to be working your deep core in here, your transverse abdominis. So that means pulling that belly button in. That means bracing down like this and working on your abdominals. And then work on booty time, right? So you're working on those glutes. So your butts, your guts, and your blades are core, deep core in my world, all right? There's some anatomists that can argue that. I don't really care. For the purposes of this, the deep core is your butts, guts, and your blades, because those all have to play together in order for everything to work properly, all right? So let's get rolling. So what you want to do for hip flexor strengthening here is you're going to find a chair. Now, I have a complete hip flexor strengthening video. It's in all of the free downloads. All right. So if you are a newbie, you need to go to exercisewithms.com, and this hip flexor series, where I go over the breathing and the diaphragm release and all that kind of stuff, are in those lessons. So not only do you get helped out with foot drop and spasticity and balance and your chair core stuff, you get to do hip flexor strengthening as well. So you want to go get that. And I'll put the link for it below this when I'm done. All right? So after you've gone through and you've done some 360 breathing and some diaphragm release, we go into hip flexor stretching, okay? So what we're going to do here, or strengthening. So what we're going to do here is switches. So we're going to have one leg down and one leg up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tip our pelvis back, abs are down, and we're going to slide. Let me switch this. There we go. Now that's quieter. Okay, so what we're going to do, your legs are at 90, your toes are pulled up, your abs are down, and you're going to tip that pelvis back. Okay, so you don't want to arch that back. You want to tip your pelvis backwards. Legs are up at 90, one leg forward, one leg back. So this is 90. One leg goes up, one leg goes down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, on an exhale, switch legs. And you're using the core in here, switch legs, switch legs. Now, if you have a problem with one of your legs, if you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while T-Dub resolves it. I'm such a nerd. All right, that's a little Vanilla Ice reference for those American 90s music buffs. All right, here we go. So, here we go. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to hold this band. Now what you're going to do is on the inhale, you're going to inhale, and then on the exhale, you're going to drop this leg, and you're going to pull this one up. So exhale, and you're going to pull up. So see, this leg comes up, and this one drops. Then you inhale, and then exhale, and you may have to use the band to now pull that leg up. All right? So we're going to do 16 of these, so 8 on each side. So the key is to inhale, and then on the exhale, you want to pull your belly button down, tip your pelvis back as you're pulling that leg up and exhaling. So as the air goes out, you're pulling that leg up. All right? That's super important to keep your pelvis tipped back and those abs engaged. That is how you're going to get your hip flexors to fire. And you can ask any of the veterans on this page, when you tip your pelvis back, what happens? Oh, I can lift my leg better, my knee doesn't hyperextend or buckle. That's what you got to do. So this works on it. All right? So toes are up. If you can't get your toes up because of foot drop, you got to go get the foot drop program, work on that, and then work on this hip flexor series because they come together. All right, so we're at 90 here. Abs are in, pelvic floor up. Tip your pelvis back. Now put one leg up, one leg down. Inhale. And exhale, switch, pull up on that leg. Inhale. And exhale. And you pull up on that leg. 2. Inhale. Exhale, pull. 3. Inhale. Exhale, pull. 4. So this is a slower exercise. You got to focus. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, belly button down. 6. Pull on that band just lightly. Pull that leg back. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Use your core to pull the legs up, not your leg. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Come on, pull that belly button down. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale. Belly button down. Exhale, belly button down. 12. Inhale. Belly button down, exhale, 13. Inhale. Belly button down, exhale, 14. Inhale. Belly button down, 15. Inhale. Belly button down, and 16. Good job. So you're using this band just lightly to pull that leg up, but you really want to focus on getting pulled back. You want to pull back with your core, not just pull back with that hip flexor, okay? So we can set that to the side. You're going to come off your chair, all right? Now, this next exercise, what you need for this is you need a squeezy ball. You can find this at a grocery store or in America, we have like Target and Walmart and all that. Where you're at, try to find a kid's toy store and find a squeezy beach ball like this. It's summer. You should be getting them for pretty cheap by now, okay? You can also use a couple of rolled up or folded up beach towels, and what you're going to do is you're going to put this between your knees, okay? Pardon me. So put this between your knees. Now what you're going to do is same jam. You're going to pull up on your pelvic floor, down with your abs, and I want you to tip your pelvis back. I want you to lightly squeeze into that ball. The feet are pointed straight ahead, and I want you to think about shifting your feet into your heels, because we're going to push from our heels. Now we're going into a hip bridge here, and when I say hip bridge, that does not mean back extension or back bridge. So when I see people and I teach this, the hip bridge, it's a small motion. That's it. What I don't want to see is a big old arch, because people do this junk all the time as they come up and arch their back, and they end up trashing out their low back, okay? The hip bridge is a hip bridge. It is not a spine bridge, all right? So I want you to focus on my words right now. So I want you to lightly push in on that ball. So lightly push in on that ball or towel. You're going to pull up on your pelvic floor. You're going to tip your pelvis back and abs are down. You're going to push from your heels. Hold that belly button now. We're going to get a light inhale. And on the exhale, you're just lifting the hips lightly right here. So you're using the glutes. If you feel that in your low back at all, stop sooner. Go lower. You don't want to get into your back. All right? All right, let's hit 10 of these. So abs are in, pelvis tip back, and we're going to go ahead and push up through our glutes. Ready? And push. So it's squeeze, 2, and then come back down. Hold those abs in. And push up. Squeeze, 2. Come back down, hold those abs in, push from your heels, just lift your butt. Don't push into the ground hardly at all with your legs, just lift from your hips. 3, 2, back down, and up. 4, 2, and back down. Good. And push through the hips. 5, 2, abs are in. Okay, don't get lazy. Come back down, touch the small of your back. 6, 2, come back down slow. Good. Up. 7, 2, come back down slow, pause, and up. 8, 2, come back down slow, and up. 9, 2, come back down slow, and up. 10, 2, and come back down slow. All right? So by you squeezing that ball, pulling up on those abs, and then lifting up with your glutes, you're hitting this entire deep core line that goes all the way up your body. Okay? All right, so some of you have probably seen those exercises before. Some of you may not have used them in that combination before, but that's the entire point. So what we're doing here is we work on pelvic floor, we work on deep core, right? We work on pelvic tilt, and then those are your deep core fundamentals that you need to walk, right? You have to have a pelvic floor that's active. You have to have a deep core that's active. You have to have a pelvis that can actually move and tip back so your leg is not pulling your hips forward, which is what's causing and contributing to the inability of you to be able to lift your leg, okay, and foot drop. So when we have those three elements, pelvic floor, pelvis tip back, and deep core kicked in, and then we add movement patterns on top of that, you become a better working machine, all right? So we added hip flexion and hip extension. We added hip flexors and gluteals, psoas and gluteals, all right? You need those to walk. You need the hip flexors to lift the leg. You need the glute to push you forward. If you cannot do that, or if you can't hold your core tight while you try and walk, it ain't going to happen. And if you have a strong core and you can't lift your leg or fire your glutes, walking ain't going to happen. So here's the thing. I'm always thinking proactively of what we need, where we've been, what we've going. I have an entire flow chart of every exercise that we've done since we started the MS Gym, and I'm bringing things back. You'll see exercises come in and out. You'll see them put together in different combinations because that's what I do. I am a programmer. That is what has made me successful. I am a medical exercise programmer. That's what I do. All right? So I just wanted to speak because I want you guys to understand the concept this week. We're going to be pairing things together on purpose in order to train the neurological system, your nervous system, your central nervous system to get stronger, not just your muscles in isolation to get stronger. That is vitally important that you understand that. All right? So if you like this video, hit like, comment away, rock it out. Go share with some friends, man. We are at 3,900 people. We are approaching 4,000 people really fast, you guys. I'd love to get there in the next couple days. You guys are killing it. And then for all you newbies, again, these hip flexor exercises are super powerful. I've gotten some great results. They are part of all of the free MS exercise guides that are provided to you at exercisewithme.com. HIPFlexorsMS.com. I'm going to go ahead and throw that website up on the comments below this, so check that out. I've also posted last week, so if you scroll down and you see a big old graphic of an image of at balance or foot drop or something like that, click on it because you need this stuff. It's your fundamentals and you got to get it done. All right? So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.